Connect, Discover, Engage, Student Life at New Mexico State University. I'm Fred Martino. I'm pleased to welcome Elizabeth Ann Andrews. She is Editor-in-Chief of the Roundup, the student newspaper at New Mexico State University, and she has benefited from the Veterans Administration Work-Study Program. Elizabeth Ann, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
It is good to have you here. I want to start with the basics. What brought you to NMSU?
Well, having moved around a lot because my dad was in the military, there were a lot of different colleges that I'd considered depending on where we ended up staying more permanently. And NMSU was one of the ones that I considered because I knew that my family was probably going to stay in El Paso. And during the COVID-19 pandemic, NMSU had virtual tours, which I really benefited from because I was living in a different part of the country at the time, so I couldn't do tours in person. And I watched the virtual tour, and I liked what I saw. I liked what I heard about the journalism program, so I joined.
Outstanding. And explain how you qualified for this VA work-study program, and also how NMSU military and veterans programs, where we're doing this interview, has been helpful during your academic journey.
Yeah, so how I qualified for the benefit is because my dad is in the military, and I heard about this because I was looking for scholarships, of course, as everyone does, and my mom and I came to visit campus one day for a tour after I had done my orientation, and they were very helpful in explaining what the benefits were and what I qualified for.
And this program has been helpful to you. I know even when you came in, there were people who recognized you, helped you along the way.
Yeah, of course. The employees at the Veterans Office are always super helpful with any question that anyone has. I personally was a work study here for about a year and got to experience firsthand just seeing how welcoming they are for everyone that comes in, and just how ready they are to help with anything that anyone calls about.
It's really great to have this service, and I didn't know anything about it, as I told you before we talked. I'm sure a lot of people have heard about education benefits for veterans or for service members, but didn't know that dependents of service members also would have a benefit. What kind of issues have you come across during your time in school?
Financially, of course, everyone is always worried about, scholarships and being out of state, wondering like how to pay for college, especially if you don't qualify for the lottery or opportunity. So the Military and Veterans Programs Office really helped me by helping me just to know like what I could qualify for, such as a lot of people don't know, but if you're a military dependent, a lot of times you may be able to get the same resident tuition rate as people that live in New Mexico. And then, whenever I have a problem with my financial aid, or if my VA payments are slow, I always just call the office and they help me out.
And they help you. That is so wonderful. What advice could you give to other dependents of service members who might just be starting college?
Yeah, my advice would be to come into the office and say hi to the people in the office, ask them what you qualify for. It's always helpful to go in person to the office if possible. Everyone here is so friendly and welcoming. I know it's very intimidating to go into an office like this, especially if you're having a stressful situation, but coming in here and talking to the people here, it's very...
It's just reassuring.
It's reassuring.
Isn't it?
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Yeah.
I mean, and there's so many nice people here. I am blessed that I work very close to this office in student media, work with you. I'm blessed in that way as well, that in student media have gotten a chance to know you, and will continue to know more, and we'll grow more together. Let's talk about journalism. How did you get involved in the Roundup long before you met me.
Yes.
And what has that meant to you?
Yeah, I have always loved writing, loved journalism. I've always been interested in everything going on around the world. So journalism just felt like a natural choice for me. I like talking to people. I like writing, so it just combines the two. I get to do both of those things. And I heard about the Roundup from a friend from word of mouth during my NMSU orientation, and joined like my first week of freshman year, and it's been a wonderful experience. I think it's really made my whole time at NMSU so much more fulfilling. I think something I would tell anyone watching or listening is just to get involved with campus organizations. Whatever you're interested in, there's probably something for you.
Yeah, it's really, really a good point, because it makes your time in college memorable, and it adds to your education in so many ways. How do you think your experience at the Roundup and New Mexico State University as a whole might influence your career goals?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's totally influenced my career goals. It's helped me to understand what specifically I want to do after I graduate. I think the journalism program is very supportive in helping people discover what track they want to go into after graduating. I think going back to the military and veterans program, without financial support, it is hard for people to be able to explore those things. And so having a place to go and people to go to who are willing to help you figure out your financial situations so that you are secure enough that you are able to explore those things is really, really beneficial.
To conclude our time together, you touched on this a little already, but we want to mention that Student Life offers a lot of programs to engage students outside of the classroom. Tell me your thoughts, maybe in your own experience or what you're aware of from others, about the importance of having that diverse set of opportunities.
Yeah, I think one of the things that I learned being a part of the military and veterans program and a part of the Roundup is it has allowed me to meet so many diverse people. NMSU is so diverse and so inclusive, and I've been able to go to events and meet people who I might never have otherwise met. So I would just encourage everyone to try new things, even if it scares you or if it's something that's outside of your comfort zone. Just step out there and try it.
It's how you grow, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Elizabeth Ann Andrews. Elizabeth Ann, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.